All right, we have freshman Suni Lee here, and our first question comes from Ren Clayton.
Suni, I'm with WCCU up here in Minneapolis. I was just wondering how the kind of transition has been, and kind of before the Olympics, could you even have imagined that this would kind of be where you were at heading into your first college meet?
No, like I think it's so crazy to just look at the progress that I've made, like not even just physically in my gymnastics, but also mentally. I feel like once I went through the Olympics and then I went to LA, I really had to grow up because I had to take on so many responsibilities by myself. I was living by myself. And I think having to do that has really helped me in college because the transition has not been easy. It's really different competing with the team because I'm used to just being by myself, like having my coaches to myself and like getting to go to whatever event that I wanted. But here it's like we have to actually work as a team in order to work and to be great together. So that's the one thing that I'm still trying to learn. And yeah, I feel like I'm just trying to learn more about myself too. Mental health has been a really uh, hard thing for me the past like couple of months. And I think a lot of people don't understand that, but that's something that I'm still working on.
All right, our next question is from Justin Lee.
So you just what are some of your goals for this season, for yourself individually and for the team?
For myself, I really want to obviously fix my mental health, all that kind of stuff. But in gymnastics, like I want to win an SEC championship, and then I want to win an SEC championship with as a team as well. So we really want those rings, and I'm really excited because I think this team has so much potential, and each person on the team brings something to the table.
All right, Senate Durando.
Hey, Suni, what have these last few months been like in terms of trying to practice or train as much as you can when possible? And what have you sort of wanted to hone in on in terms of your craft?
The past couple of months have been really hard. Obviously, I've been doing like Dancing with the Stars. I haven't had a lot of time to train. So when I was in LA, every single time I went in to train, it was like I was starting over again because I took so many breaks. And I think here I've gotten a lot stronger because it's just been consistently like I've been in the gym every single day, and my body's changing. Obviously, I'm growing, and it does make it a lot harder, but I'm really excited for what the next couple of months look like because I think right now I'm in a good spot for the rest of the season.
All right, we have a follow-up from Ren Clayton.
When was the last time you were back in Minnesota, and what did you do when you were here?
The last time I was in Minnesota was right after the Olympics, and that was when I had the little parade, and I got to see a lot of people. But I definitely want to go back home sometime soon because I miss my family, I miss my friends, and I think it'd just be nice to kind of be back in my hometown, especially because I haven't been there since the Olympics.
Your family coming to the meet or any of the meets coming up?
Yes, my family will definitely be coming to a couple of my meets. I mean, I've seen my sister, but she's about the only family that I've seen since the Olympics. It just makes it hard to travel for my parents because of my dad, but I know that they'll be coming out here for meets and I will be going back home.
All right, and next is Mark Murphy.
Suni, is there a lot of competition for spots in the lineup on this year's team?
I would say so, yes. I think everybody's been doing really good. We've all been working really hard. There have been some struggles. Obviously, that's a team thing, but I think everybody is still learning, and I think everybody can see the potential that this team has. So we're just like really hard on ourselves, hard on each other, pushing each other every single day in the gym. Everybody's getting a lot better. We're getting stronger, getting more consistent every single time we go out there, have an inter squad. So I'm excited because this team is really great. The girls are amazing, and I just can't wait for everybody to see what we've been doing in the gym.
All right, our last question will be Justin Lee.
Suni, like team goals aside, I mean, are you, I know you have to transition your bar team from elite to college. I mean, do you think you've got something working on that you think you could make it to the national finals as an individual, if nothing else? Is that in your goal, or is that not really your goal? How's that kind of working?
Yes, college gymnastics is really different than elite gymnastics. So I am like downgrading my bar teams, but it's also very different in a way that in an elite, I would compete probably like every 3 months, every 5 months. Like here, it's like I'm competing every weekend. So I have to save myself in order to be ready for the postseason because I don't want to tire myself out now and then not be able to compete it later. But bars, I'm doing my second half, like what I did at the Olympics. I'm just doing the second half. It's way easier, and beam is just downgraded as well. Floor is really downgraded, but I haven't been training a lot of floor and vault just because I'm still healing from the stress fracture in my shin from the Olympics. So that has definitely been tough, but I know that I'm like the first couple of meets, I'm going to be just like laying low a little bit just so that I can save myself for the rest of the season.
All right, that'll do it, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.